Music means different things at different stages of our life and different periods of time.
My favorite thing about music is that it can make you feel like all different sorts of things.
Music is a lot more than just music. It's like a connection to people that I don't know.
Music, it means like everything to me. It's kind of like, I wake up on the bus listening to music, going to bed listening to music, doing homework listening to music.
The music that I listen to definitely defines me as a person because, like I said, I can really connect to a lot of the music that I listen to.
People gravitate toward music that they identify with.
The music I listen to defines me as a person because I listen to all sorts of different kinds of music, and I'm also a very open-minded person.
Well, there is no feeling quite like playing, in front of a live audience. Like, I play the drums, and I play the drums in a lot of different bands and ensembles, and I've played with professional musicians, and I've played with elementary school children, and the one consistency that I notice each time that I play is that there's always that rush of adrenaline that you get when you're playing. There's this other feeling that you get when you know that you're playing your music well, and there's this energy that the audience gives back at you because they know that you are playing your music really, really well, and it's an exchange of energy that you can't get through like if I listen to music on my iPhone.
I started playing trumpet when I was 7 and started singing probably when I was around the same age. Because in the beginning when you're playing an instrument or you're singing, you may not be at your top game, obviously, when you're a young kid. And by the time I got into high school, I noticed that people were telling me that I was talented, and of course I sort of bought into it, but didn't take it seriously until I got into college, and then I reconnected. I was in couple different bands over the years, and then I kind of fell out of it for a period of time, and then I reconnected with music. But I just enjoy singing and making people happy. When you sing, you kind of inspire people to think about maybe a time in their life when that music was important to them, or playing new music that they've never heard that they may enjoy.
Can you sing for us?
Yeah.
Oh no, sing? I don't have any background music. Oh God. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
The music that I listen to most of the time, it's like personal stuff that they've gone through. I'm gonna keep saying it, but 21 Pilots, their songs talk a lot about anxiety and depression, and I know everybody goes through that stuff, but I connect to it because I've dealt with that stuff, and their songs talk about it, and I don't know, it kind of helps to listen to somebody talk about it, know that other people go through it, and it helps. Currently, I'm listening to a lot of 21 Pilots. It's in like a couple of EDM songs. EDM is electronic dance music. It's like that stuff. I'm sorry.
I like rock and roll, metal, blues, some jazz, even classical. But I find that I tend toward rock bluegrass kind of stuff. There are stories that are relatable in those songs, and it's just got a good positive energy to it that I like.
I don't have a set music that I listen to. I'm really, really big into jazz, big into hip hop and rap. I've taken a liking to that as I've gotten older. I've always been a fan of rock music. Queen was one of my first bands that really I attached to when I was younger.
I think music shapes our culture because everybody is different, so everybody has a different style. And sometimes you might hear a style of music from somebody else that you really like, and then you start listening to that style. So I think it's all of how the person feels and all what the person wants to listen to.
Music is one of those things that is universal, so not only do I think it shapes our culture, but I think it shapes every culture and the culture of the world. I think it's one of those things that is universal to everyone, and it gives cultures a sense of identity. you know, in American culture, we're so diverse as a nation where it's, you know, we have so many different people from so many different backgrounds that our, you know, culmination of music goes from, you know, people who scream into a microphone and, you know, play as hard as possible to people who are considered masters of their craft in the world and, you know, everything in between.
It's become a really big part of our culture. It's all around us, really. Whether you're listening to it in school, whether you're playing it, whether you see it on TV, it's everywhere.